Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Kevin Carter. This is the first of a series of videos on the bass guitar. And we're going to go through some do's and don'ts, some basics on playing. But the reason why you're tuning into this video is obviously you're interested in playing the bass. I felt that same way. I've been playing for several years, and what made me want to play was the bass you could feel. And that's what the role of the bass player is to put that bottom that you can feel in your stomach into the song. If the amp goes out or a string is broken on a bass player, everyone looks around. What happened? Because the bottom falls out. When there's no bottom, that's something's wrong. And that's why I love playing the bass. So we're going to get into some basics. First of all, cleaning, tuning, these types of things. Keep your bass clean at all times. Play it with when your hands are clean. Don't let anyone touch your bass, or you shouldn't touch anyone else's instrument that's a stringed instrument unless your hands are clean. Why? Because sludge and grease and build up on the instrument, and it makes it slow and just terrible to play. Also, when you're traveling, keep your bass in the case. It's made of wood, so elements can change the tuning of it and warp your neck. So make sure you keep up on the maintenance of your instrument. Everyone should have a tuner. This is one I use. It's a little digital tuner. It's small, it's compact. I don't know if you can get a good visual on that. Let's see if we can turn it on here. Yeah. It's small, it's compact, and it fits right on the head of the bass. So when you're at a gig, you got a little screen. You can even turn the volume completely off and make sure you're always in tune. When you play with other players, never play with anyone until everyone is in tune with each other, because there's nothing worse than playing and someone's off key. So that's the role of the bass player. Hold the groove, hold the pocket. Don't try to overdo it. And when you play, it's not how fast you play, it's how clean you play. So we're going to get into this first instrument here. I'm going to explain 4 instruments. The 4-string active electronics like this. What's that mean, active electronics? It means it has a battery installed in the back to give it extra power and more versatility with different amplifiers. And when you're playing in the studio, this is designed by one of the greatest studio bass players ever, and he's also a world-renowned producer and solo artist. His name's Marcus Miller. His name is Marcus Miller. And he plays a 4-string predominantly, but he also plays 5-string. He plays baritone saxophone, and this is his line of basses by a company called Sire, and they make the Marcus Miller bass. This is the 2nd generation. This is the V7, and it sounds great. It retails right around $600, and it's got a variety of sounds. I'm going to play a little bit, just fingers on this one. One of my favorites is the Barney Miller. It's got that great, just plucky, poppy. Picks up those harmonics. Yeah, so there's that one. Great bass. Next in line, this one retails for right around $1,700. This is an American-made Fender bass. It's called the Fender American Professional 2. And this one is passive, meaning it does not have, this is old school, does not have a battery like the old basses. When I first started playing, no basses had a battery built into them. But it's the basic same design. It has a front pickup and a rear pickup. And I love this one because it's simple. It doesn't have switches and everything like the Marcus Miller bass and all these different stack controls. It has a control for the front pickup, for the lower end, and it has a rear pickup for the plucky. Very versatile and worth the money. And the color, the finish is gorgeous. This is the Seafoam Metallic Green. So they did a great job on this bass, and it's well worth every penny. Now, this is one of my all-time favorites, and this is a favorite of many bass players. This is the Man Stingray. This is a 5-string, and it has that. You can hear that thud. Nile Rodgers, not Nile Rodgers, but Bernard Edwards, the bass player for Chic, played one of these. One of my favorite bass players, Nathaniel Phillips. From Pleasure. He played one of these, and something happened. I think he broke a string, and he had a real tricked out Fender Jazz bass. And I'm sorry, that thing looked like it was going to save the day, but it just didn't have the bottom that this one has. And it's a great bass. This one's retails around $600. It's not the original Leo Fender design, but still it has that thud, and it's a great bass. So moving on. This next bass is designed by Schecter. It's the C4 series. This is the Omen bass. This is a bass that they've really improved. The new ones retail right around $1,100, but this one is about $500. It's an older one, but it's active. Again, I think this one even has maybe 2 batteries in the back, but I've customized this one to be a conversion into a piccolo bass. What do you mean? Listen to the strings. Sounds like a guitar, but it's a bass. Let me play the the Barney Miller on it. And I've added some reverb because this is a solo instrument. But you can still pop. Sounds a lot like a guitar, but it is a bass. And it shows you the versatility of the instruments, which you can do, which we'll get into a breakdown of each individual instrument later. But right now, I just wanted to uh, show some of the basses that I own, the versatility of them, some of the differences in them, and we can break them down individually in later videos. So thank you for tuning in. Again, my name is Kevin Carter. I just love to play bass, and thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.